I am in shock. I am in shock. The Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first win for the Indiana Fever against the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old. Aces MVP to refs, Fever's MVP NaLyssa Smith. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
1. Nobody saw this coming. The Indiana Fever just delivered one of the most shocking upsets in recent WNBA history, a 27-point demolition of the Las Vegas Aces. For a franchise that hadn't beaten the defending champs in 16 straight meetings, this wasn't just a win, it was a statement to the entire league.
A'ja Wilson. My God, you see how many free throws that lady have? Oh my God, on the stat sheet she had basically 30 points, but all the free throws this woman got, man. They tried their best to keep the Aces in the game, man, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter, man. They destroyed the Aces. About freaking time the Fever finally beats the Aces, man, and without Caitlin Clark.
The Aces, once known as an unstoppable dynasty, were exposed on every level. The team that prided itself on dominance suddenly looked lost, frustrated, and outplayed from the opening tip. Indiana didn't just beat Las Vegas, they embarrassed them.
This was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game to last season, meaning the Aces swept the Fever last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is crazy. They are beating the #1 team in the league first. And then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't won to in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which is just a testament to how this team is finally developing a rhythm.
Even with A'ja Wilson getting her usual generous whistle, the Aces couldn't find rhythm. Wilson was gifted trip after trip to the free throw line, yet every point she scored felt meaningless in the face of Indiana's relentless energy.
A decent amount of times, A'ja Wilson, she got a favorable whistle in the second half, but it is what it is. Superstars get the whistle. Unless your name is, 29 points for A'ja Wilson, 3 boards, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 9 for 18 from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. Look at the rest of her team. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 6 points, 0 points, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points. Dana Evans, 1 for 10, Dana Evans. Oh my God.
The Fever entered the game without their superstar Caitlin Clark, yet you wouldn't have guessed it watching the chemistry on display. Every player seemed connected, every possession purposeful. This was the kind of basketball that builds cultures, not just box scores.
I don't know about frustrations boiling over as more to just like making a point. Well, Caitlin says she got me though, so. One more than that. She just got a bonus.
And by bonus, she was meaning the Commissioner's Cup bonus, which was $49 or $43,000 per player, because the prize pool was $500,000. And apparently, Steph White just was pissed about the officiating. I don't know if it was A'ja Wilson's whistle or what, but
A'ja Wilson might have finished with 29 points, but 11 came from free throws. That stat line looks strong on paper until you realize her team lost by nearly 30. When your MVP has numbers and your team still gets cooked, something's broken.
Like I said, the referees were starting to get on the side of the Aces. They were trying to wheel the Aces back in, and Lexi stepped in and sort of killed it. Kelsey Mitchell never took her foot off the gas tonight, by the way. This is the best thing I've seen from Stephanie White all season long. Right here, she was aggravated by the refs already, and in the fourth quarter, 5:35 left, Stephanie White lost her shit on the sideline. She lost her shit. And let me just play this right here. Roll it.
Lost that lead late.
And she's gonna. You see her just losing it up here, losing it. And she got teed up right there. And Caitlin Clark loved it.
The officiating? Questionable, to say the least. Lexi Hull boxed out perfectly on one play, only for Wilson to climb over her back without a whistle. Any other player would have been called immediately, but the refs instead ruled a jump ball. That single moment summed up the frustration. Stephanie White, the Fever's head coach, had seen enough. Midway through the fourth, she completely lost her cool on the sidelines, barking at officials for the blatant double standards. The passion in that moment ignited her team even further, and they responded by closing the game in style. Kelsey Mitchell was electric. She sliced through the Aces defense like a veteran assassin, pouring in 25 points while leading the offensive charge. Every time Las Vegas tried to swing momentum, Mitchell shut the door.
Put it on right here. You can see 24 points in the first half for the Aces. I mean, seriously, for the Aces. Points in the paint, 38-20. I mean, it was a dominant win by the Indiana Fever.
Aliyah Boston was a force of nature inside. She bullied the Aces frontcourt, out-rebounding, out-muscling, and flat-out outplaying the reigning MVP. Whistle Wilson couldn't stop her, no matter how many free throws she earned. Natasha Howard, fresh off her Commissioner's Cup MVP, played with unmatched aggression. Her defense, her leadership, her control of the paint, she set the tone. Indiana's front line looked like they'd been waiting for this game all season. By halftime, the Fever led 46-24, and the crowd could feel something special. The Aces looked shell-shocked. Their shots weren't falling, their chemistry was fading, and Indiana smelled blood in the water.
Defense is playing phenomenal. Oh my God, it's night and day. I think that Commissioner's Cup gave them swag. Now they're swagging it out. I never seen Natasha Howard so aggressive in my life. This girl is beasting now all suddenly. She is beast moding right now. And Timpson, the rookie, getting block shots, getting steals. Aliyah Boston is just murking, destroying Aja Wilson. I got a Wilson. I got a nickname for Aja Wilson, guys. You know what it is? Whistle Wilson. Because this lady's always getting whistles. She's the person with the special whistle, guys. Every freaking time. And then she goes to the free throw line. Freaking free throw merchant. I think she's related to SGA. But anyway, she's not playing that great.
The third quarter sealed it. The Aces attempted a small comeback, but the Fever's defense suffocated every passing lane. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull hit key shots to keep the gap wide, showing that confidence beats reputation every time. Chelsea Gray, the veteran guard who many players once claimed was better than Caitlin Clark, disappeared completely. She finished with just 2 points and 5 turnovers, numbers that would make any coach wince. The supposed floor general looked anything but in control. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was on the bench, injured but smiling. She was locked in, cheering her teammates, high-fiving every big play. That's leadership you can't teach, energy that lifts a locker room. Even without touching the floor, Clark's presence fueled the team.
The Aces tried to put a little run together to start the third quarter, and Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull shut that shit down. They shut it down by hitting some big shots. All right, that steal led to the only 2 points that Sophie Cunningham had, but it was big. So right here, let's start Aliyah Boston right here. That's Sydney Colson to Boston. She gonna drive into the lane, and I've got to tell you, she gave Aja Wilson all she could handle.
The fourth quarter turned into a clinic. The Aces scored just 7 points. That's not championship basketball, that's collapse. Indiana turned defense into art, forcing turnovers and converting with ruthless precision. 16. Statistically, it was absurd. The Fever shot 53% from the field, logged 24 assists on 31 made shots, and held Las Vegas to a season-low 26% shooting. Every number screamed dominance. 17. It wasn't just about talent, it was about teamwork. Indiana's spacing, communication, and discipline were flawless. They didn't rely on whistles, hype, or favoritism. They relied on pure basketball fundamentals. 18. The Aces, in contrast, looked broken. The swagger that once defined them has been replaced with frustration and excuses. Their dynasty suddenly feels fragile, like a team clinging to old glory instead of building new success.
Say some words I never thought I'd say. Free Aja Wilson. Free her now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. I never thought I'd say this. If I'm Aja, I'm in that locker room, I'm stripping everybody of their A1s. I'm sure I didn't give y'all these free shoes and y'all gonna come out here and y'all can't even give me more than 5 points. None of y'all, where y'all at? Y'all can't help me out. I'm reigning MVP. I'm bringing y'all these champions. I took a pay cut for some of y'all to be here and you can't give me no points. Really, I'm over here, I have 25 points in the third quarter and you can't give me nothing.
For the Fever, this win marks a new era. Without Clark, They proved they can beat anyone. With her back soon, the ceiling just exploded. They've gone from underdogs to legitimate contenders, and everyone in the WNBA just felt the tremor. 20. The message was simple but powerful. No more free passes. No more fear. The Las Vegas Aces aren't the standard anymore. The Indiana Fever have arrived, tougher, sharper, and ready to rewrite the league's hierarchy.